Just learning how to perfect that setup for my environment that's very noisy and roomy and with Crystal in the background. Because I already was doing it for Crystal. She was complaining about her audio for like 7 years. I managed to get that podcasty voice for her where like there is a way to make the ambient noises and the kitchen noises that I make much less apparent if you lower the mic volume, but you boost the digital audio, like the back end, the post. You boost it in post, so you kind of boost a quieter sound. Anyway, it's really weird. In theory, it sounds like it should be wrong, but actually makes this setup better. Anyway, so good to see you, Paper. Oh my god, thanks for the 62 months resub. Wow! How did we make it this far? How are you still a sub to me? I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Hope you're doing great. Woo! I'm hungry. Fasting right now. I figured out that the only way I can lose weight is by not eating. And I haven't proved that theory yet. I'm not even sure that without eating I can lose weight. Like I might be the first photogenic creature. Like the first photogenic. Photosynthetic is what I used to say. Not photogenic. The first photosynthetic human that can live by only absorbing nutrients from sunlight or something. Like I don't need water or food to survive. I might just need sunlight and coffee. That's how hard it's been for me to lose weight. And I'm not like, I'm not like fat, but I have like 20 pounds to lose since like 10 years. And I'm trying so hard. And I'm trying so hard. Always like working out, eating well, and just somehow not losing weight. So once in a while I go a little more ham and it's working. So right now I guess I'm going a little more ham. Yeah, like I don't know, I'm 42, my metabolism is kind of, in my genetics it's not that great, the metabolism. I guess like my dad has the same issue. My whole family has the same issue, and they're not fat, but that's because they're very active like me. Like by culture we're very active, but our body wants to be fat or something. But there's always a way. One thing for sure is that fasting helps with insulin sensitivity, which might actually help someone like me lose weight. So been at it, but what usually makes me avoid fasting is I don't find it like something I can do consistently. Well, it's not something I want to do long term. It's just temporarily, but from the day to day, I expect to lose energy and not being able to work. But I debunked that. So now that's not an issue. That's not something that gets in my way. Like, find myself having somehow way enough energy and not really caring and good. I just know that I can go ham in the evening. Well, controlled ham. Basically the same 2 meals that I was eating every day. I can still somehow eat the same stuff in a shorter window during the evening. But the difference is I won't be prone to snacking around those 2 meals as much. So I win on the calorie deficit there without the dissatisfaction of like eating less, because that sucks. So I don't have to think about, oh no, I'm gonna have to eat less. I'm gonna be less prone to snacking anyway. I don't even watch Twitch anymore. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I expect that. Everybody goes through a journey of, being in school or somewhere and when they're 22 and they just get into Twitch for like 10 years and then they're bored of it and get a different life. So, like, like I used to say, the only way to stream full time and grow is to not keep your audience but constantly build a new one faster than you lose the old one. So yeah, it's like impossible to just expect everybody to stay on Twitch. So it is awkward when you don't stream much, or you're like not really a streamer anymore. You come back, you do that one stream. Somehow, over the course of a full stream, I'm lucky enough to always have a couple people that know me either from Crystal's community, from the other community. I don't know, there are still people that know me that somehow watch Twitch up here saying hello. So I'm working on an animated emote here for Solo Man using this character from Eternal Return. Probably is the name of the game, I'm not sure. Feels like a different platform. I hate that. I absolutely understand because I don't watch Twitch. I just don't. I watch, what do I watch? Maybe the H3 podcast on YouTube when I can, and TV shows. That's it. And if I work, it's like I'm more prone to listening to music if I need to get something done, or watching a podcast. Streams, I used to love it. I used to take something out of stream. It's something more active, less passive. It's something I can more chat. Like when I'm working actively with Valkyrie, I like being around, being in the chat. It's pretty hype, it's pretty fun. I can, and people interact with me and talk about emotes and stuff. I like that. I used to love being super active around Twitch and the communities of my streamer friends. That culture dropped for me and for my streamer friends. It dropped completely after a couple years, and it's sad, and I didn't know why and if I needed to do something about it. It's rough. I don't know. Twitch for me, it's a lot of like living in the past. I'm here and I just feel good about Twitch in the past, nostalgic of Twitch in the past, enjoy Twitch in the past. Well, it's weird because at the same time, I do love streaming still. It takes a lot of my energy. So now that I'm fighting for my life to pay the rent and building a business with Etsy, it's like I can't share much of that energy with Twitch. So if I end up making more income, there might be a point where I could stream more and suffer less from it. But right now there's a bit of a trade. It's a bit hardcore. If I stream and the next day I'm like feeling 60% at work, I lost a day of work like that I can't afford. I think that's the main reason I haven't been full-time for like 2-3 years. Just takes a toll on the energy and I don't gain much from it, so it's purely hobby. Yeah, it's hard. Twitch is not even bad, it's just different. Yeah. That's what happens. Coffee! Camera at now. It's way up because my fat drawing tablet is so fat. I was talking to my friend that wants to get a drawing tablet, and I didn't know what to recommend. I looked into it. I'm up to date slightly. So Cintiqs for some reason I think are like 1,000 more than they were when I bought this one for a ridiculous amount. So now they're more than ridiculously expensive. So yikes. So my friend had to go for the top 2 and 3. The top 2 and 3 are still Huion and XP Pen. but they are getting better. They are definitely getting more competitive. So my friend is getting the XP Pen 19-inch 4K. I think 4K makes a difference. It does make a difference when you're an illustrator. You look at your freaking screen all day. It makes a difference when I draw on the iPad. And if my 24-inch tablet was not 4K, it would suffer a lot because it's too big. You would see every pixel. I'm weird with tablets. It's like I was for like 10 years using a screenless tablet and I was fine with it. And then I went for the biggest ass display tablet. Go big or go home. It taught me a couple things. I love the Wacom arm that holds it. That is a 1010. And but for the size, well, everything else obviously Wacom is at the top, but well, only if you get the best ones, because if you go back to like their older models, that they still sell like the 22-inch display at 1080. That is not better than the XP Pen and Huion more modern models. It's less good for the same price. Fuck that. So if you want a 4K tablet, I would go for the XP Pen. But the Huion was good for fast sketching, fast pen movements. The refresh rate is a little bit better. So they were both like close. Interesting. They're getting good. They're getting good. Are people still gonna be drawing in like 10 years? When there's no jobs with drawing? I think people are always gonna draw them, that's for sure. At the minimum for a hobby. Paper, are you still here? I need to update you before you may go. I need to update you about where we're at with Etsy. It's such a stressful journey. I'm at a point where my income is very minimal because I do just enough commissions to pay the bills, and I go ham on Etsy, and that's what I've been doing for 8 months. And Etsy, so crazy because I'm like, am I going crazy believing this can work? And the people around me are like, so when is it gonna be like a point where you say maybe this is enough and it's not working and you can do something else, like getting a part-time job? I'm like, oh fuck no. Like, having worked so hard in my life to get where I'm at and avoiding those shitty jobs, like the last thing I want to do is go back to the regular shitty job. And I don't think that I would make even more money with a part-time job because the wages are so bad in where I live that I would just need to make more commissions and I could still be okay. But making all the commissions was very stagnant. I hit a plateau, and that's why I'm building this business. And that's why I'm poor now, and it adds stress in the household, you know. Sucks. Because like, imagine working so fucking hard that you're incredibly responsible once in your life, working smart for once in your life, but you're not like immediately compensated for it, you know. It's like, is it gonna work? I don't know. So I built something. Where am I? Where am I at on Etsy? I remade the thumbnails at least, well, about twice since September. Now this is the 2.0 look. Hold on. We need to start with the system here. The system. I have a system. Let's go to page 5 of my shop, where we get like the old ass. Oh, there's more than, okay, the old ass listings like my prints. Okay, from there we get the Halloween and Christmas emotes that I have not updated yet. Those are 1.0 still. It's not the time to work on those yet. And then we go and have, at the end of my shop, we have all of these singles listing. So I still have the same system where I have packs of 12 static emotes. And for the same mascots, I build a pack of 6 animated emotes. Now these packs of 6 animated emotes, I unmake them into 6 listings of a single emote. Just to cast a giant net and create all of these tiny doors to my shop. And if we go in the description, it links to the set of 6 animated emotes at a kind of a discount price. It links to the 12 pack of the same mascot with the static emotes. And now I have these bundles, so now it also links to the Pro bundle that combines the static and the animated emotes for like a price that makes sense at like $40 Canadian. So that is kind of the price tier that I have right now. From a single emote to matching it with their animated static and getting a whole bundle. So we have pages and pages of singles like that for every mascot that I have. And you see those nice updated thumbnails? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I've worked on that a lot. We move past the single emotes. We reach the 6 packs here. If people want to buy only the animated emotes. There we go, that's the 6 packs, thumbnails, that. It's super mega updated thumbnails. I have like a texture in the background, or the same texture on all of my thumbnails. A hero mascot kind of thing. I went ham. That's a lot of work. Those are still not updated. The huskies and the sheeps here, they're next. I'm gonna update them next. So anyway, move on to page 1. We have the 12 packs and then the Pro bundles. So I have all of these Pro bundles now at a higher price point. And the strategy here is to put ads on these Pro bundles because it's better to put ads on a listing at a higher price point. You see? This way you only need to sell it once and it pays for a lot of ads. So I put ads on all of these because I finally have a machine. See, with all of these bundles done for all of these mascots, it's like the machine is completed, and now I can kind of launch this shop by putting a bunch of aggressive ads on each of them. So I started this aggressive ads strategy that Etsy has, that you need to put down a budget of 25 US per day. But it takes like 30 days for them to test with small budgets every day, to test to see who to sell them to. And I'm waiting on that 30 days and it's stressful. I will know by the end of this month if this is scalable. It's kind of the first time that I'm at this point where I'm gonna know soon if this works or not, kind of thing. My stats have been good the whole time. With testing ads for months and the organic traffic, the visits are low, but they convert really well. My stats are good, I just need Etsy to trust my store. So I'm gonna force that with ads. And if I get a lot of clicks and a lot of sales with ads, then the organic traffic will match it. It will augment because the listing score is gonna go higher for these listings that perform well with ads. So the ads are like the last thing in the machine, the last step. So it's nerve-wracking because I'm waiting on that 30 days for Etsy to adjust these ads. And we're gonna see. Can I show these ads? I can. Freaking interesting. There's no address in here or something. I think I'm good. It's just ads. So I'm testing pro bundles in there. That's the past 30 days. Okay. Past 30 days. The fuck? YouTube, shut up. We can see that I spent a lot. 52 US in ads the past 30 days. And I've made 118. So that's not a great return on ad spend, but it's a profitable one. And since I updated all of my thumbnails, it's starting to convert better. So now I need to test that. We can see winners like this dark wolf here has a pretty good click rate and the return on ad spend. So for $1, I get back like 4.41. That's great. So the algorithm is gonna keep testing these until it finds winners like this one, and then I can narrow down a lot of things on the back end too. And if it's scalable, they're gonna start spending $25 a day on these winners, which could improve the income so freaking quick. Could go from a dead store to profitable just because I have a good like machine that is ad ready. Oh my gosh, we're gonna see if the ads give me profit, can scale them, and then I have a job. Isn't that crazy? So by the end of this month, I will see if I have a job. If the ads are scalable, all I need to do is invest more time on Etsy, expand more mascots and more animated emotes, add badges in there, streamer graphics, make a whole thing. That's it. That's where I'm at. I kind of have a launch ready product here. All I can add is more mascots, more stuff. But what I have works. It's like its own little ecosystem there. So, oh my god. It's stressful. Yes, it's crazy. Because I didn't know how long it would take me to reach that point. It took 8 months, but now I'm like, wait, this is ready. This is ready to throw ads on it, and yeah. Because that's the thing. All of my stats were like off the chart. Like 5% conversion rate on my visits. It's ridiculous. Like on my organic visits. But I just didn't have enough visits. Not enough visibility. It's competitive. There's a lot of established store out there that Etsy are putting on the page one. So how do I tell Etsy, yo, I deserve to be up there? Well, one way to force that is the ads. So that will be like this aggressive strategy. Just throwing a lot of money on ads. Force my listings to very quickly gather score and conversion rate and prove to Etsy that my listings are good and converting. And then it's gonna boost not only like imminent income, but the organic traffic is supposed to boost too. And this can like snowball so much, because if you have even one listing that is like a bestseller, it brings so much traffic that I don't have on all of my shop. And just this one big ass door could give a lot of traffic on all of the rest of my listings. So like I could be sitting on gold and I don't know. It could snowball so fast if something happens. So it's, yeah, it's nerve-wracking. And if it doesn't quite work by the end of this month, I can still adjust some things, pricing, some stuff. And I'm looking for data. Looking for data. The booted bishop. Hello! Why is my chat not right space, right place? Thanks for listening to my TED Talk and paper. I mean, I have no one to talk to about this shit. So I had to let it out. So let's just be excited for this to maybe work within the next 30 days. If not, I'll adjust and see what's up. I'll see if they hire at McDonald's. It's gonna be hard now. I might need to adjust a lot of things this year. And I really try hard to make this Etsy thing work. If it does, everything changes and I'm so freaking ready. I know exactly what I'm gonna do if this works. If it doesn't, then yikes. I'm gonna go back to making a lot of commissions and trying to work with Crystal full time maybe. We'll see. Because I don't want to go out there and get a shitty job again. It's Dough Madness. Oh my god. Do Madness. Since I created my Twitch name, I never knew how to have people pronounce it. Because everybody pronounces it differently and it's annoying. It's annoying that I created that name that people can pronounce. So people say Dom Madness or Dough Madness. I think that's the top two. It was just kind of a silly play on words with my name, Dominic. So Dom, Do Madness. I don't even know what was I thinking? But I guess it works. It's not a problem. Hi, good afternoon, Siley. Hello, hello. Good afternoon there, I think. It is. It's 2:40 in the afternoon. Good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, hi. Haven't streamed in a while. I don't know what I'm doing. Catching up, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, that would be crazy, Paper. I'll update you. We'll follow the data. Oh guys, it's so sad that I haven't been able to stream more. Every day I'm sad that I'm not streaming Resident Evil 9 for one thing. Thankfully I won't need to buy it because Crystal bought it and we share the library on Twitch, on Steam. So that's definitely the next game I'm gonna spend time streaming with you guys. As for art streams, it kind of depends. My Etsy stuff is not really streamable. It's super boring to stream. It's fun to work on. It's just, what the fuck, my pen? Okay. Not super streamable. Commissions are a little bit better to stream. Yeah, but I have a lot of commissions lined up for this month. So yeah. Maybe I'll be there this month a bit more. No promises. There. Even when playing Resident Evil. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Because of course, it's very different. Art streams, game streams. When I used to play it, when I used to mainly do art streams, I would switch to gaming and some people would complain. Like, when are you doing art again? But now I don't stream enough for either people to miss a stream, to miss the other type of stream. But yeah, I can't wait to stream some Resident Evil next. I will choose a time when I deserve it. I'm just still in my insane work blitz trying to make Etsy a job that takes all of my time. Yeah, I haven't been able to choose the right time that will be right to allow myself to play some gaming. Oh my gosh. But I'm sure it's gonna be very soon, because I really miss game streaming. Yeah, just so messy. Are you guys watching anything fun lately? I'm catching up with The Boys TV series. My friend somehow dropped out of The Boys, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing. It's pretty good, like satirical comedy. It's funny how it's like a huge satire of states of the United States, politically, but also like culturally and all that. But it's funny how they don't need to exaggerate anything because the reality is exaggerate enough these days. But yeah, overall pretty good show. What have I been watching? Since I'm a big horror maniac, I always have my horror endeavors on the side. And last year I binged all of the Ju-on, you know, The Grudge in Japan, the Ju-on series, like the sequels that nobody knows about. I got into them, and I was very surprised. It was a lot of fun. Now I want to do the same thing with the Ring series, because there's so many more movies than the one or two that most people saw over here. I'm binging those. It's pretty fun. At some point, there's like the Ring and the Grudge mashup called Kayako versus Sadako, something like that. You know, like the two ghost girls interacting together in one movie. I haven't seen that one yet. What am I doing? Do I polish this and then animate, or do I animate before polish? I don't know. I guess I'll polish. Oh, I should totally play some Margin de Poitrine. Our natural pride, natural treasure. There's this band that went viral with their microtonal guitar and their funny aesthetics. And they are local from right where I live. They are the most viral band right now in the world. It's so weird because I guess everything is becoming AI, everything is becoming super hyper digital and AI. So seeing a fresh live band with some inspirations from what, maybe something like Primus, and I don't know. Look at these goofy guys. I don't know if you can. Look at these funny guys. They're like these two aliens from I don't know where. And they had this live performance on KEXP that went mega viral. But these guys have been making music for a long time. But they started this project last year. And this year, they're going viral. It's insane. So this guitar player, it's just these two guys, kind of like the White Stripes. one drum, one guitar. But wait, I take it back. The White Stripes, I think, it's a one bass and one drum. But this guy has a custom-made guitar and bass. He makes a loop with loop pedal. He's gonna loop a riff of bass, and then he's gonna add guitar on it, and make another loop, and then add a third layer of guitars. So it's just he just makes layers like that. So it's like a really cool jam session with just two instruments. They build up on it. So it's super weird music, but it's very like technical. And what defines this, well, what makes this super unique is that guitar, it's not the same 12 tones that you have in a scale. There's technically tones between normal tones, right? Called microtones. Sorry, I'm a musician myself. I geek about this shit with my musician friends. So they're using a guitar tuned to work with microtones, and that's super rare. So it's the combination of this aesthetic, the microtonal music, and their scale, and they don't take themselves seriously, although it's super technical and advanced music. So yeah, they're popping off, and they're really fun dudes. Hi Yoda! That's Squidward in armor. Yeah, pretty much. Aliens! So yeah, these guys are from Montreal, right where I live. And it's so crazy. There are exploding fandom right now going on. I'm just gonna leave that in the background for myself. Wish I could put the video on my screen too at the same time. Oh, Jenny! How's it going, Yoda? Hi! Speaking of music, I just said I'm a musician. I used to try to make it in music before making it with art. But my parents in our basement, they've been so tired of keeping my V drums. It's like an electronic drum kit, and that's been in their basement, tucked in the corner, gathering dust for like 20 years. So I finally took it out of their basement with a couple of guitar equipment, and that's going to my friend's new house. He bought a new house in Montreal. We're gonna go in his basement, and he also used to be a musician, like a really talented guitar player. A bass player mainly. So anyway, we're just gonna jam. We're just bored of the same shit, and we miss playing music. Just miss playing music. I don't have the same ambitions with music. I mean, I want to compose music for my future YouTube videos. That's kind of how I'm going to use my music skills. It's just compose from my own videos when I finally get back on YouTube. Till then, just going in the basement, bashing on some drums, strumming some guitar. That's gonna be so good. My brain, that's gonna be so good. You know, connecting back with my musician side that I haven't touched in 15 years. Here these guys, they're still going at it. Stretching, making funny alien sounds, preparing the next loop. How's my audio? I tinkered. Touched my audio. I tested it. So far, seems much better. Just cleaner, less ambient noise. Much less ambient noise. I think there's much less crystal. You're gonna hear her, but not clear as day as it used to be, I think. So that's... I did this improvement on both of our setups so that we don't leak constantly and hear the whole house. Feels good to be here. I feel like myself again when I have an art stream and some of you guys show up and catch up. Haven't been feeling myself. I've just been ridiculous work grind behind the scenes. I've never worked hard like this in my entire life. The 8 months that I just put on building my Etsy store, that was incredible. I did not know that I could work this hard. Turns out all I need is kind of motivation, I guess. There's so much motivation behind making that Etsy store work. And it's been fun working on that instead of working on my clients, because in a sense, I'm my client for that project. I don't have that kind of stress. Who are we drawing? Oh, we are drawing Haze from Eternal Return. I don't know what that is, but for my client, my good old client, Solo Man, I always work on these little anime waifus from either anime or games. That's the theme on his channel for all of the emotes that I made for him. I want to show you guys, speaking of like anime girl emote, I have to show you one that I've made recently. One of my latest clients. It's not a chibi character. And when I don't use a chibi style, it's very difficult to reach like a good clarity levels. But look at that! This girl from one of the Trails games, you know, the RPG Trails, and she's sipping on wine. That's pretty cool, right? Just like these small details, I guess. Just the wine moving in the glass and the hair and the weight and stuff. Pretty fun. I recorded myself making that emote, so that maybe you can throw that as a short on the gram. You know that? Oh, Yoda, aren't you the one that you watch a Kiseki couple? You came with their emotes the other day. So yeah, that would make sense that you know Shara or Skara. I don't know how to pronounce it. I have not played those games. Oh, and that character looks familiar. Interesting. So my client Solomon plays a lot of niche Japanese games. That's his Twitch niche. So I never know these characters, but they look like fun games though. For example, like Toho, that bullet hell game. I would love that. It's so fun, like that little fandom that's around that game. Like, imagine having a fandom around a bullet hell game. Pretty fun, pretty cool. Oh yeah. Gosh, we're so back. We're back to being full-time streamers, right, Paper? I don't know what could get in the way of me being a full-time streamer again. It's just a meme, guys, because every time I stream, I'm feeling so good about streaming again that I'm like, and I get so excited. I'm like, I'm streaming tomorrow, and then I don't stream for the next month. Because the reality of my life right now is that it's hard to stream a lot. For now. For now. Not forever. For now, it's hard to line up the streams. So I just have to be happy when I stream. The Toho art style and designs are great, but the gameplay is brutal. Yeah, absolutely. At some point I tried to get the games. It's super weird. You have to download some app on your PC. It's super complicated. I don't get it. I'm not even sure how to play where to play these games. I tried to get them. Like I had to hack my PC to be able to load one of these games. There must be an easier way. But I like tough games and I like bullet hell games. Not that I have much experience with them, but I like them. But yeah, I like the idea of having a cool aesthetic. You know what? Having a cool character, an emphasis on the characters and lore in a game like Bullet Hell is probably why that game stands out over other Bullet Hells. And it's probably exactly why League of Legends stood out against its competition. They have such an important emphasis on characters, character lore, character design, that you play not just like, you don't just play a custom character in a competitive game like Call of Duty. You play a specific character that has a personality and a cool visual. That's why that was so viral, that game, that Blizzard took notes and they created Overwatch. A popular shooter that normally shooters don't have pre-made characters like that. But that's what they did. And I know they did that because of the success of League of Legends. And because of that, now you have Valorant and all this endless of games like that. But I believe that Riot were the first ones to do it like that. Man, League of Legends was such a good game. Such a great... It's the best free game business model that I've ever seen. It's the type of game that you play so much, you enjoy so much, that you don't even feel bad spending money on a skin just to support them and give back. That's how much I like that game. I was just happy to give them back. Like, you know what? I've been playing this game for free for a couple months. I'm gonna buy a skin because it's pretty fun for myself. Play my main character with a new skin and stand out. And you give back a little bit. Insane business model. It worked so well. Because you look at Hearthstone. Started the game. Loved it. Cross-platform. Brilliant. Epic card game with cool characters from franchises that I love, like World of Warcraft and Warcraft. And then they fucked it up with the business model. They forced me to grind in the shittiest way possible to try to get a deck for free good enough to compete and go play the fun part that is the ranking competitive system. And I quickly realized that to get there, you need to spend a fuck ton shitload of money. So the game is only fun for whales. It's just like the typical shitty mobile games that are made to get money from whales. They are not made to be enjoyed by the majority of players. So when I realized that Hearthstone had that model, I said, fuck Hearthstone, and never played again. Crazy, because I liked the game. I could have been a paid customer for a long time. But I was worth less to them than the whales. So it's a game for whales. And every game for whale is a trash game that I will never play. But League of Legends, they had the perfect model for a free game, and I don't think it can work with every game, their model. But for some reason it worked for them. Toho has two assets, a real art style identity and a completely uncompromising hardcore old school arcade level difficulty. I see, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good brand to be like this mega tough game, like the hardest game in the world. Like, you know, for a while you would Google that and you would, like, Toho would come out. Hell yeah. That's a good song. What am I doing? I'm cleaning up this design a bit. What else has been going on here? I was gonna say it's also the hockey playoffs. And hockey is very big where I live, in Montreal, Quebec. That's kind of where it started from, really. It used to be, you know, Montreal versus New York versus just the starting teams of the NHL were just kind of East Coasty teams. And it was always like US, Canada, which is what I like about the NHL compared to like baseball and football. Football, we have our own Canadian league because, I don't know, the NHL, they don't want us. NFL. And then baseball, we have only one team, Toronto, which almost won the thing last year and then they never had that chance again. But the NHL, Canadians perform really well there. We have a lot of teams. It's really fun. But the thing is that for the first time in like 10 years, our team is performing really, really well. There's a lot of young players and it's really fun to follow. So it gave a nice incentive for me and my friends to gather up again like once or twice a week and watch the game together, crack a beer, make food. But that's been really fun. Me and my friends group have only started seeing each other again more since I moved closer to them last year. But now with the Canadian hockey playoff, just fun. I've been going out more, and that's been good for me, especially since I'm working way too much right now. So that's really fun. And yeah, they're doing good with the playoffs, and there's a game tonight. I'm gonna watch that, probably from home this time. Good stuff. So good vibes overall for like this late fall right now. I expect to have a fun summer here, especially if my Etsy store works. Otherwise, my life will be in shambles and I'll have to try hard. LoL had a solid core competitive gameplay. Dude, it was like, you know where it came from? League of Legends? It came from inside of Warcraft 3. There was custom games the fans could create games, could create maps, could create their own stuff. It was like a map making system. And so aside from just playing the game competitively or solo, you could create maps and mini games yourself. Kind of a game engine inside of the game that was pretty badass. And someone made a game called On Heroes of New Earth, Heroes of something like that. And it was hyper successful, using the mechanics of Warcraft, just taking these little characters, taking like a little skeleton guy, giving him a bow and making him an archer. And they created that system. What is it, MOBA? They created the first MOBA. And one of the guys that worked on that MOBA eventually joined Riot. And together they made League of Legends. And then another guy that worked on the original MOBA went into that competitor team that made... What's that other game? Wait, is it Heroes of... Fuck. Yes, it's... fuck. The original one was Dota. Something of the... Yeah, Dota. The original one in Warcraft was Dota. Then the competitors were League of Legends and Heroes of New Earth. Those are the two competitors that took influence from Dota, the custom map game. But it's interesting that both teams had one of the guys that worked on the original Dota kind of competing each other. Of course, League of Legends, both games kind of were successful in their own right. League of Legends, of course, was the most successful one, and my personal preference. And then there was Dota 2. I don't remember what happened. What was that? What was the premise of like what team built that again? Remember what happened to Dota 2? Like who made it, how well it did. I have a blank. It's been a while. But anyway, that's much later anyway. Yeah. So Dota influenced, it created the MOBA genre inside of Warcraft 3. Isn't that interesting? And I played that because I'm old. And it's very similar, of course. And great for the same reasons. And yeah, League of Legends is an absolute masterpiece. One of the greatest games of all time, I'll say it. And I only stopped playing it 10 years ago because I had ambitions and a life to get. And I had to stop wasting 6 hours of my days playing that game that did not make me money or get me a girlfriend or get me a job or get me skills. But I had an amazing time in it. What a game. And I still will forever love the game from afar. And I enjoyed watching the esports of it. I'm an esports enjoyer. I had my fair share of watching StarCraft 2 tournaments back then with the MLG. Is that the thing that used to do competition for US-based little game competitions? MLG. Yeah, with DJ Weeds. When did you... Guys, I'm full of anecdotes that are not connected. Going too far off the anecdote chain, but one of the hosts of MLG is DJ Wheat, that also after that subsequently worked at Twitch for a while. Very passionate guy, gamer. An original Twitch enjoyer, you know. It's funny, at some point he followed me on Twitter and gave me a shout out. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is DJ Weed following me, giving me a shout out? The shout out was about my emotes tutorial from years ago on YouTube. For some reason, he watched that because he decided to draw his own emotes. Out of nowhere, he watched that, gave me a huge shout out about my tutorials. So then I had the opportunity to, I was already following him, I had an opportunity to shout him out back, and I said, wait, long time fan from the StarCraft 2 and MLG era. So he was impressed that I knew about all that, because it's not every day that you meet old people like us on the sphere. Everybody's so young forever for some reason on Twitch and the gaming spaces, you know? So anyway, that was fun. League of Legends. The highest rank I got is like Gold 2. Because although I played a lot, I didn't play enough. I didn't play enough to go up there. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was so fun. Oh. Supposed to be a different color. What am I doing? Oh. The aliens are
Discover
done.
new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
The aliens are done with their music. I don't know what to do now. Play my old ass stream playlist that's gonna get me copyrighted.
Breaking down on the camel's back. They just have to go cause they don't know why. So all you feel
It's only since COVID that you started enjoying online gaming. I get you. Yeah, it's so interesting. In my time, I did the early internet days, right? So like when I was 14 years old is when I started getting the internet and stuff, and bigger consoles. Wait, at 13, the PlayStation came out. First year of high school. My friends got the Nintendo 64 and I got the PlayStation with FF7. So that was very much like single player era. Everybody were playing single player games, of course. But then when I reached like 16 years old, PC games started being very interesting with their multiplayer. Diablo 1? I sadly missed a bit of the Diablo 1 years because I was too poor to pay for internet and stuff. But Diablo 2? Diablo 2 broke me. It was the greatest game of all time at the time. It was so fun to play multiplayer with your friends. You buy the game once and it had support forever. Just playing constantly with my friends for years. So that's the thing with games from Blizzard. They were so dominating that he created an ecosystem where you can play the same game for years and it doesn't feel like you're playing an old game because everybody's playing the game. So all of my childhood I played single player games, and then I played Diablo for years, full time, and like barely playing anything else. I mean, it just took all of my gaming real estate, especially the multiplayer one. And what did I play after Diablo? Warcraft 3 from Blizzard again. They were on a roll. Warcraft 3 for for a lot of time. And then World of Warcraft. Blizzard were also on a roll. Greatest game of all time. And that was crazy. I won't go into the details of my journey with WoW, but that was insane. The first few years of WoW, that was gamer event of a lifetime. I'll never experience something like that again because you also have to be at that age at the right time. That was very cool. So yeah, just it's interesting. And it was not expensive spending a whole year playing just one game, you know, instead of like buying a bunch of games. So I have like both lives of playing a lot of single player games, enjoying my little like FF7 RPG on my in my bubble, but then also experiencing games like Diablo 2 and World of Warcraft that are purely social. Both worked so great. And then League of Legends was also a game like that for me. It was also like a Blizzard game. That's the most Blizzard non-Blizzard game. Right? It has a bit of the aesthetic of like Warcraft. It's shiny, it's fun, it's RPG, it's fantasy, it's competitive, and it's endless. You can play for years and not get bored. It's a very Blizzard-like game. So I played it for the same reasons. It was just super addicting and endless. But after I made a very hard decision to drop League of Legends. The fuck's I keep making this. Alright. Yeah, after I dropped League of Legends, I kinda had to keep the decision of not playing multiplayer game. Didn't the fuck? I'm having bugs. Bugs! Fuck! Oh no. I hate when I have this thing selected that creates objects out of out of my lines and I have to undo that. So I had to stop playing online games for a while because I was trying to really, it was my beginning of streaming and I had a business to sort of start. Couldn't play League of Legends or online games anymore, like multiplayer time investing games. So this is when I started playing single player games again. I jumped into Dark Souls. And it became my favorite game of all time. Top 1. That's crazy. After many years, my games like FF7 and Diablo 2 were finally dethroned, or at least matched. Because it's weird as an adult, it's hard to get as excited, feel something as strong as when you're like 19 years old. Sad reality. So when you manage to find yourself able to get your child mind active again and be excited and less bored and biased in your critics of games and stuff like that, it's nice. I found myself being able to enjoy things again, new movies, new games, as if I was like younger. So that's really fun. And that feeling happened with Dark Souls the most. Dark Souls really hit me. I really enjoyed that game. So yeah, if I was going to do a top like 4 video games of all time for me, it's always like super like for your own experience. Yeah, definitely FF7, Diablo 2, and Dark Souls as kind of together at number 1. Although I have been putting Dark Souls 1 at the very top recently. I have to shout out World of Warcraft for what it was in the beginning at the time that I played it. What a game. If you're gonna waste all of your life playing the game, Diablo is far for the worst choice. Do you mean like that's the kind of game that gets you addicted and it's kind of not good if you don't have much time? But on either, yeah, Diablo at that time that I played it was not wasted. It was just I had so much fun. It's hard to regret having this much fun. Like the feeling of like going out, doing something, some chore with your parents or something, and just being eager, like super eager to get back and continue your game. That's a feeling I haven't had 20 years. That was such a fun feeling to have. And I had a lot of that feeling with Diablo 2. Not Diablo 3, not Diablo 4, but very much Diablo 2. I do get the ache to play an ARPG like that once in a while. Like once a year, I'll have a phase where I'm gonna catch up with wherever Diablo 4 is. But also... Ah, shit. Brain, where are you? The competitor for Diablo. Path of Exile. Path of Exile are an amazing team that created the true sequel, spiritual successor to Diablo 2. They had insane, massive success, and like the fans loved them because they were like super like pro fans. They do everything for the fans, and they updated the game at some point for their fans. Like they made a whole new game out of the old game just for fun, just for them, for free. It's crazy. And anyway, so they have been working on Path of Exile 2. I played the open beta. It's awesome! It's fresh, it's unique, it's good, it's great, it's polished. It's still in beta. Can't wait to see the friggin' launch of that game. It's gonna rock. So I liked where Diablo 4 is right now, and Path of Exile. They're both separately great. So I'm happy for the ARPG space right now. But they both hit the spot when I'm like overworked, tired, or something, and I just want like a mindless game. Oh my gosh, they hit that spot so well. They really hit it. For someone who exactly like works hard, goes back home, a nice brainless game like Diablo is relaxing. It's super relaxing. So there's definitely a need for these games to exist. And I'm just happy that both competitors are doing very good right now. I had nothing with work today, but I'm just gonna have a work evening after the stream. Just yap when I live stream for the first time of the month, you know? Here to yap and have coffee. And yeah, I'm sitting solo in my camera. I look like tiny. Try to put the camera higher because my Wacom tablet takes too much space. My gosh, I went on a rant about drawing tablets earlier without getting to the point. The point was, if I had to choose an optimal size for a tablet, next, I might go a little smaller, because mine is just comically big at 24 inches. So I think the sweet spot is probably around that XP Pen 19-inch 4K. I think 19-ish. 19 to 22 is probably the sweet spot for a pro artist that does a living off of it. Dark Souls reignited your gamer in your child arcade gamer, yeah. And Atlas, interesting. Because I'm not in that same sphere as Crystal, as like going back and playing a bunch of Persona games and Trails and stuff. I've gone very far from that side of gaming for some reason. But I used to be in it. I used to love JRPGs. Now it's like I'll play some of them when they're very highly recommended. But I just don't look for them much. Because these days I'm just playing the next Resident Evil game. Which is weird because I'm a Resident Evil fan, but I don't think at all that they are like masterpieces. I mean, I'm extremely nostalgic of Resident Evil 2 and 3. Maybe 1, 2, 3. And I love them. But it's weird. I love that franchise, but they don't make perfect games kind of thing. I don't know. I guess that's fine. That's good. Dark Souls though, it's like whenever FromSoft release the next game right now, it's like, all right, I'm stopping everything and I'm savoring that shit. it those are my most anticipated games by far. Oh shit. Hey. How's my Etsy doing? I'm procrastinating so much. Procrastinating. Struggle getting in my commissions the past few months because my brain is completely absorbed by Etsy. I mean, I built a whole ass business in 8 months. Hard to take the time to make commissions for my clients for some reason. I hate how much I struggle with it. My brain wants to go everywhere but on the task. So hungry.
Sometimes when love is calling,
Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning and you're there to save me, and I wanna thank you with all of my heart. It's a brand new start, a dream come true in Malibu.
Ah! I remember when Rubber Ross from Game Grumps responded to one of my tweets where I showed a video about an animation, and he said that's a guy who names his layers. It's a big meme in the animation community. The people who name their layers versus the ones who don't. Like who is more organized. So he was jokingly praising me that I do name my layers. It's like good practice. I find it pretty cool that I'm somehow in this guy's radar. Like the first time I interacted with Rubber Ross is when I was part of a drama from that big streamer we shall not name, and I used to work with, made the biggest mascot on Twitch. Jesus. And then there was some drama, and then long story short, we stopped working together, and then he was involved in some other drama, and then he had screenshots where he was shitting on me, and someone showed these screenshots where he was shitting on me in my back and wishing for me to die. So I involved myself in the drama by just ranting and saying, oh, I'm the one person graciously implied in those screenshots. Hi. So somehow they gave me a lot of support from the community. A lot of people that I didn't know were aware of me. They showed like support. That was really wholesome. One of them was Rubber Ross. One of them was Silver Veil. It's weird how like these people that I didn't know were aware of me. Pretty cool. That was cool. And Rubber Ross was like, bro, you're like the best emote artist on Twitch or something. It was very nice, and he followed me. That was nice. That was nice because I don't know. As an emote artist, you don't know how far your reach is going. People know your work, but not necessarily you, or I don't know. That was interesting to see how many people knew my work and stuff. It was pretty wholesome moment for me. Now nobody know me anymore because the people who knew me are not consuming Twitch anymore. Or they're barely streaming anymore. And of course there's like a new rotation of younger streamers, which means newer communities, newer artists, new networks of artists and streamers, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes. Makes me wonder if I'll have work still if I keep doing this for a couple of years. Hope so. I'll have to get out there and on social media again and like network. I haven't done that in a long time. I'll have to start posting reels of like me animating. have to become a VTuber or something. I was here from the start of the VTubing thing, and a lot of artists became VTubers, starting getting massive viewers. I couldn't do it. I hate it! I am nothing if not an authentic person that likes authentic things. So VTubing is like the farthest thing away from what I want to do. If I want to do a character or something, it's gonna be made in a very different way on my YouTube channel in a skit. But I'm not gonna be just acting daily as the character, making lewd jokes for 13 years old, that kind of shit. Bruh. So I missed that wave, like, voluntarily. Ah! Shut up, Adobe. Bored. Okay. Oh. Still rigging my emote. Takes me way too long today, but it's okay. So I don't know when my next stream will be. It's gonna be either a mission art stream next week or Resident Evil 9. Pretty much what's next. I just do. I'm not the problem right now. Adobe is. Bugs.
Strike me down. Give me everything you've got. Strike me down. I'll be everything I'm not. Count the questions. On one hand, you don't ask me what I planned. Strike me down.
Classic tween.
Ask me what went wrong. Strike me down. Should have stayed away too long. Should have stayed away too long.
could have done this part off stream because the most fun part is the next part, and I'll probably do it off stream. Oops. Rigging is the boring part. Fine. I was not here to impress anyone today. I was here to hang out and drink coffee.
Should have held it all alone. Wash the questions off my hands. I'm the fate in no one's plans. Strike me down. Give it everything you've got. Strike me down. I'll be everything I'm not. I'll be everything I'm not. Everything I'm not. I'll be everything I'm not.
right, all right.
Hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me.
We will defeat you for all mankind. You
Oh my gosh, I have another subscriber. I can't believe this. When DJ still sub to my channel. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 85 months. Thank you so much. You're literally paying the bills.
Power to me, power to me, power to me, power to me, power.
It's so funny because I think that's what Paper said earlier. Like the subscriber for himself, because he also resubscribed. Yeah, I think you guys are the only two remaining subscribers. No, just kidding. There's a few more, but they don't show up. very, very much appreciate the support. You're the subscriber, Wendy Jer. Thank you so much.
I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become.
How's it going?
Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I guess the rain's down in Africa. We're gonna take some time to do the things we never
We will defeat you for all mankind. You hold the scepter, we hold the key.
Literally, the hype train, my channel. Oh wait, it's DK Reader, the one and only, the only other one subscriber. Thank you so much. In times of needs like that, guys, literally making just enough to pay the bills right now while I work on Etsy. So every support freaking helps. Thank you so much. It always means the world. It means a lot that you guys coming back here when I don't stream much, you know. Thank you so much, DK Reaver. Where's my chat? Jeez. Thank you so much, DK. Really appreciate the resub. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Good to be here.
We will defeat you for all mankind. You hold the scepter,
Aw.
we hold the key.
Who's this person? Really Kate. I'm forgetting how to use my own emotes. I keep having the back in my head promise that I will make us a bunch of animated emotes at some point. I just need my Etsy store to work. Once that's done, and it's kind of like my new job, you know, main revenue stream, then I can stream more, and that justifies making more emotes for you guys. Way to come back and make some dummy animated emotes, super fresh, like 15 years later. But anyway, oh my gosh. For gifting a sub to Miu Kate. Super appreciated, thank you.
Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all her words of kindness linger.
I used to sing that song so with my guitar a lot. Good song.
She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time and doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs to. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears. Cry for no one. I love that you have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she said her love is dead. You think she needs you.
Wait, that's fine. Okay. I was going to remove the tween. Boom.
And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears. Cry for no one. I love that you have lasted years. You stay
Longer.
home, she goes out. She
You know
says
how
that
long the
long
pointing
ago she
is?
knew someone that now is gone. She doesn't
Just 1 second.
need him.
One. Boom.
Your
Kind of.
day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times with all the things
Okay,
she said
so
will
just
fill your head.
As a
You
base.
won't
As a
forget
base.
her. And in
Am I getting
her
close?
eyes you see nothing.
I am.
No
The
sign
hair
of
is
love
completely messed up.
behind
The animation in the
tears.
hair.
Cry for no
I'm gonna have to go fix that.
I love that you have
But-
lasted years.
Adjust everything. Just want a main skeleton, main frame, and main idea. Original remote, but on Discord, and I would leak everything and everyone, my clients. And, But okay. Yeah, I just need to exaggerate the motions, make the hair more fluid and natural. Everything is to fix, but it's okay. It's okay because, like, technically making this animation super smooth and nice and more expressive is the easy part.
This was made for babies! This is actually so easy, though. I'm shocked.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
Massive raid. Oh my god, massive raid. Wow. That is very big. Thank you, Dom. I didn't know you were doing a little stream.
You will become a stain on the screen.
Not the damage down. Kira! I respect the greed. We respect greed in this house. Oh, I bet.
This is just the beginning.
Wow.
My faithful minions. Give me
I
your
like
ether.
actually can't believe how easy this fight is so far.
It's begun. She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
Don't pretend to unleash the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
So we can just stand here. Oh yeah, damn. This is very, very easy. Holy moly. It doesn't even do that much damage too, which kind of shocks me. I was expecting things to output a little bit more. Expecting to heal more, but don't even have to do that. Alright, so this is bigger. Oh no! $2 million. Oh, it's because I had a magic Voln up, I think. So I needed to not get hit by the... Oh no! Oh, that's gonna hurt. I might tank LB1 that. I think we should tank LB1 though. That's a moment that the Sage... Oh, barely did it, Vayne! Woohoo! That was crazy work, Vayne. Holy shit. Giga Chad. Did you? Yeah, you had to pull prognosis for that, right?
It is not too late to
I don't know how you would do that
beg for
without
mercy.
prognosis. That's crazy.
Spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt? It's a veritable rain of death.
Damn, already dead. actually got hit by that. Alright, we're gonna have to do neutral sect here.
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
しゃ完璧に来ているあかん。打ち絞った